There are a fair number of people who get really burned out. Amalie was one of them. And in the process of feeling that burnout, she decided to check out different alternatives. She had tried drop shipping before, and although she got everything set up, she never really quite pulled the trigger because she never felt like she was totally ready. Like everything just needed a little bit more to get started. What appealed to her most about the 15-day marketing challenge, the community, which was very supportive, really reinforced the idea of just getting started, even if you didn't feel like you were ready.
For me to then also hear repeatedly that people are starting when it's not perfect, because you start learning on the go. And I think that would help me push me to actually do it and not being afraid of waiting till everything is perfect. Because when I did drop shipping, I had my website, everything ready, and I never hit live because I was afraid that it wasn't perfect. And now that I heard and I could see everyone keeps saying, like, just post. You will feel cringe in the beginning when you post on social media, but then after a week you will feel like it's the most natural thing in the world. And for me to hear that repeatedly helped me get started.
Really getting started is better than perfect. And this was reinforced throughout the community. And people were seeing success by following through with that. What was great is once she got momentum, that momentum allowed her to basically see directly from her audience where she could improve and make tweaks along the way. And that contributed more and more to her success. Without the momentum, though, she wouldn't be able to see how to make those tweaks. Just getting started is definitely one of those themes that a lot of people run into. It's an effective form of procrastination that stays with you regardless on how successful you get. But when you just pull the trigger, it's well worth it. If that's something you deal with and you haven't signed up for this series, be sure to sign up below. Now, if you've already signed up, there's some helpful links down below for how to implement what you learned along the way. And it's pretty exciting because once you get inspired, you might as well take that energy and really actually do something. And each step that you do gets you closer and closer. The next obstacle she mentioned was the idea of starting small.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people are afraid of starting small. Like for me to push out and like only, because everyone starts with 0 followers. I didn't have a TikTok account. Like I didn't physically have it on my phone. I didn't use it. I thought it was like teenagers dancing. Literally, I had that old perception. Even though I'm under 30, I still had that perception. So when I actually then posted, I started to feel like I understood it more. And it's just, even though I had like 0 to 5 followers, like I literally got 14 followers the first week, and I was like, this is nothing. People say they should get a lot in the beginning, and I started to self-doubt myself. And then as I continued, as I stayed consistent, it kept growing and growing, and then suddenly I got 1,000 followers within like a few days. So it was it's just about trusting the process.
Which is an interesting one because a lot of people have that. It's really hard to start from 0 subscribers. And you can have tons of subscribers, but once you have to start from scratch, it can be heartbreaking to have so little views. Being willing to start from 0 or starting from scratch over again is a game changer. It really gets people out of their procrastination zone. And when they do, that momentum just kind of keeps snowballing and increasing. It's kind of like the compound effect. The more that you have that initial momentum and keep pushing, the stronger things get. It's that initial momentum that's the hardest part. To think about pushing a car. That initial push is really hard. You need a lot of people to help you. Once you have that car going, though, it's just a matter of keeping consistent energy forward. It's the same thing here. Now that Amalie has started, she can definitely see the trajectory where things are going. And it's very exciting. Now, if she had succumbed to her initial worries, none of this would be true. But she didn't. And you can too. You can sign up below, and if you found this video helpful, be sure to give it a like. I'll see you next time.